Hey guys, Mike Saunders, the Authority Positioning Coach here, and today I am super excited to bring to you a really neat behind the scenes look at the delivery of an authority positioning portfolio. I know you've done some reading on my website to see what an authority positioning portfolio is, and before I show you the tangible and the digital assets that are created for a client, just wanted to make sure that you realize something. Building your authority is your number one priority. Otherwise, how do your prospects know that you're the obvious choice? So I help business coaches and consultants and authors and speakers create and leverage their expertise and authority to grow their business and grow their impact so that they get more high value clients. And the very first thing that we start with is a very simple strategic call just to see what your goals are. I ask some laser focused questions to make sure that we dial in your messaging and your target audience so that when we deliver this package, it will resonate and draw your prospects through the buyer's journey so that they make a buying decision and that you are the obvious choice and not your competition. So I'm going to show you a tangible physical thing right now to start things off that is just the most amazing thing. I think is so cool because the really neat thing is if you look at this package, none of this you have to know how to do. So my team and myself deliver every single piece of this hands-free, done for you. And in fact, it only involves a 20-minute phone call on your part. So I'm going to show you this behind the scenes case study of this client that I'm delivering this package to. And hopefully she doesn't see it before it arrives in the mail or the link is sent out to her because I want this to be a surprise for her. But I'm filming this so that you can see the behind the scenes. Number one, I do an interview with her. I did it with her on my podcast show, Influential Entrepreneurs. It's a quick 20-minute phone interview. We spotlight and highlight her practice, what sets her apart, her qualifications, her credentials, how she changes and transforms the lives of her patients. This is a chiropractor. So whatever industry that my clients are in, I spotlight them so that this interview is all focused on them as if their best value prospects are listening in because they will be. You'll be using this interview and all of the assets that come with this portfolio in the business development process. So you want to have your best pitch, kind of like if you were doing a presentation at your local BNI or Chamber of Commerce, what would the main PowerPoint bullet point presentation points be that you want to make sure that you really drill home so that when they understand those things about your business and the problem you solve in their business or life, and that you're the solution provider for them, that they get it. So all of that is wrapped up really strategically in this 20-minute interview by phone on my show, Influential Entrepreneurs. Once that interview is done, you hang up and you go about your business, and my team and I kick it into high gear and develop this really, really powerful package. The first step is get my press release writing team to listen to the interview and write up a professional press release that is created, approved by you, and syndicated out through all of the NBC, ABC, Fox News affiliate channels so that online you get some syndication that way. And the most important thing that people don't realize is Google picks these things up and indexes them for your name and your brand. And we strategically make sure that the title of the interview and the press release has your name, your brand name, and maybe the solution that you provide for your clients or something about the interview, right? So once we do the interview and we do the press release that you approve, we then take that interview and transform that. I send it to my editing department and we transform that into a really smoothly written interview, and it gets featured in our award-winning, best-selling book series called Expert Profiles. So here's an example here of the premium package where the client's picture and name is on the cover. And as you can see, a nice physical, full-color, glossy book. Can you imagine the next time that she brings in a high value prospective patient into her practice to show them around and talk about the packages that she offers as a chiropractic specialist in network spinal, which is a really niche realm of chiropractic today? She has a competitor, but I'll bet you that they don't have this that you're about to see. So number one, the interview, the press release, the book. This book becomes an attraction to draw people through that buyer's journey so they choose you as that expert, that obvious choice. And let's go ahead and take this. I'm going to switch over here to my screen, and let's go ahead and show you. Here is what is being delivered. Every time this authority positioning portfolio is created, I create a customized delivery, so a nice little welcome video walking them through each one of the steps here. So click each graphic below to view the authority positioning assets created for you. So the very first one here is I was just interviewed on influential entrepreneurs. So I will just go ahead and just open this up here, because here is, on Business Innovators Radio, here is the interview, and you can listen to it there, and her bio and her link to her website. And now all of a sudden, here is this asset, this is a graphic, and it's a link over to the interview, and I teach her how to use this, and this is where all of the press release distribution went. So when you click on that, here is now all of the places, that all the premium outlets, that if you click on each one of these, this is where the press release was syndicated to, and you can do print screens and show that, hey, I was featured in a Fox News affiliate, all of these places. Well, now you come back over here, and this one is the marketing strategy guide. We're not going to go through this, but I just want you to see that asset number 1 is the interview. Asset number 2 is the press release and the syndication. This strategy guide shows you step by step how to use these assets in developing your business so that you can create what I call humble brags. You don't want to have the attitude to your target audience, hey, I am the greatest of all time. Look at this other wonderful thing I did. No, you want to humbly say, it was such an honor to be featured in this podcast, Influential Entrepreneurs. I really shared some of my heart about how I create my business and vision and mission, and how I serve my clients and patients. Would love for you to listen to that interview. Let me know how you think. So in this guide teaches you things like that, and how to use each one of these assets to grow the business. And then the next piece is, this is the press release talking about the book series hitting the Amazon bestseller list. This here is the image of the day that it hit the bestseller list. It hit number 1 and number 2 in different categories. This here is a link to some 3D images of the book. So now if she wanted to use this in her social media, there's about 8 or 10 images of different varieties of the book cover used in different scenarios. It's got a picture of someone holding the book. It's got it in the bookstore. But these are some great ways to use in your social media campaigns. And then here's something that is so powerful. We strategically make sure that the press release, if you notice, we'll come back up here and look at the press release. The client's name, Dr. Sabrina Caliendo. Keyword, chiropractor, Stony Brook, New York, keyword. Her practice name, Nurture Wellbeing, okay? Now watch what this does. Here is the Google positioning. So this is the day and time that I took this screenshot, and I just Googled her name, because believe it or not, our prospects, before they reach out to us, we might not be getting phone calls because people don't like what they see online. If you Google your name or your business and all they see is your website and your LinkedIn, your Facebook profile, not enough. That's promoting you. But what if someone Googles this doctor, Dr. Sabrina Caliendo, and now all of a sudden, maybe one of her patients says, hey, I go to this practice with Dr. Sabrina Caliendo. You ought to check them out. They're unbelievable. And what do? They don't just blindly walk into the practice. They Google. And look at this. There's her website. Obviously, you want her website to rank for her name. And there's her another page of her website. But then number 3 on Google page 1 is, boom, authority positioning asset number 1. There's the press release. Here now is the interview that we take the interview in audio format and convert it to video format and get it on YouTube. And so now all of a sudden this is another asset, because there's her face and her name on Google page 1. And then here's another asset. This is the podcast interview. And so now this is another authority positioning asset. So now on Google page 1, look at everything that her prospective patients will be seeing, just because she spent 20 minutes on the phone doing an interview, and we converted that interview into a feature, into the book, into a press release, into a YouTube, and into a podcast. So it's just unbelievable to see the power of this. And then the last piece of it is, here's the next steps. Download the image, use it in your promotions, provide feedback. I'd love to get feedback on what she feels that this package was valued to her. Schedule a coaching call, because I will walk her through how to be able to use this package right here in building her business. And then use the form below to order more copies of the book. So I give her a wholesale rate to be able to order more of these books. So in the premium package, you get an initial batch of books that you can use immediately to build your business, but then you want to be able to order more. So there's an order form. You can order more. I need more of this book with my picture and my name on it, right? And then the last thing is just so powerful. Strategic Authority gifting. If you order the premium package, you will be given a VIP gift certificate for a Basic Authority Boost Expert Profiles package to give away to your best client, prospect, or strategic alliance. On our implementation coaching call, just tell me who you want to you like to give it to, and we'll discuss maximizing this gift to provide you more returns on this package. Do you see the power that this brings? I'm going to switch back here now, because now I'm done showing you the digital package, and I want you to be able to see the power of that last piece, strategic authority gifting. Let's say that you sent one of your referral sources, hey, thanks for your referrals last month, and here's a Starbucks card. Nothing horribly wrong with that. But as they're sipping on that Starbucks, they think fondly of you. But what would happen if in this strategic authority gifting, you got this package for yourself, like what we just went over here, and the basic package is everything that you see except your strategic alliance or referral source just won't have their picture and name on the cover, but they'll be featured in the book, and they'll get all these assets that I just showed you, right? Could you imagine that person? And if it's you and your strategic alliance or referral source or your best client, if their business is featured in this and they can use this in their business to grow their business, because they can order copies of this book because they're in chapter 4 or whatever chapter they're in, could you imagine the power that brings their business and the power that brings your relationship? The referrals would be amped up. The quality and the social relevancy and the social, kind of like the social capital, that you're developing by being able to give. No strings attached. I'm not charging them any money. I'm doing it because you already provided that value to them. So when you make that introduction, I treat them just like they paid the money for the basic package, and I deliver it, everything that you're seeing here, and they feel like they were treated like royalty, all because of you. So if this package, this authority positioning portfolio package, seems like it might be beneficial to grow your business and expand your authority and expertise, let's talk. Schedule a call with me. I'd be happy to go through how the authority positioning marketing strategy can grow your business, because again, remember, building your authority is your #1 priority. Make it a great day.